This is Andi Purewal for Boxing Social in association with Betfred, and for the second time in a matter of months, I'm delighted to be joined by Alexis Espino out here in Miami once again. Alexis, how are you?
I'm doing great, bro. How are you?
I'm good, mate. It's good to speak to you once again. Obviously, a couple of months since we last spoke, like I said, it was. Feel like I'm repeating myself. It was over here in Miami when you last fought. Just go back to that as a starting point. How would you assess your knockout victory?
It was okay. I feel like I could have got him out earlier if I would have placed my punches instead of just throwing flurries. But I'm still happy I got the knockout and we're back at it, I
was going to say, heading out there on the game, and it was another Canelo undercard. Did you feel the pressure to get that stoppage on the night?
Yeah, I did. But either way, I'm always looking for the knockout. I'm always looking for it. So.
One thing I want to touch on before we do come on to this coming weekend is your work with Robert Garcia. Robert, you've got a stacked gym there, working with the likes of Vergil, Ortiz, Mikey, Garcia, and a number of other fighters. What's it like being in and around so many terrifically talented people?
It's great. It's motivating because everyone around you are great. So it just pushes you to be greater and work harder,
On a personal note for yourself, when you see Mikey in the gym, when you see Vergil in the gym, are you constantly looking to them, seeking advice as to what you should be looking to do, or do you kind of look to do your own thing? How do you kind of work around them?
I won't say I really sit there and ask them things, but I'm always looking at their sparrings, the way they train, and I try to copy them because obviously they're really high, so why not,
I did an interview with Robert, it's probably about a month ago, and he spoke to me about how kind of as somebody like yourself at the beginning of your career, it's important you forget about the money, you don't think about that, it will come over time. Just focus on the beginning of your career, getting your record built up, and when the big fights come, the big paydays come.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that sentiment, and how has Robert kind of guided your boxing career so far?
Yeah, man, I'm great to be. I think what Robert has to say is perfect. So far, everything's been good, thanks to Robert and thanks to my mom as well. So I'm happy, I can't say I would be lying if I said I wasn't,
Talk about this camp so far, Alexis. I say so far, it's obviously coming to an end with a fight on Saturday. Yeah. Back into the gym immediately after fighting back in February. How's this camp fared?
It's been good, because I wasn't out of shape. I just kept training, and then I got good sparring and everything. So I'm grateful.
Talk to me about your opponent for Saturday night, Ty McLeod. What do you know about him?
I don't know too much about him. I know that he has a 100% KO ratio, and he's undefeated, just like me. So I'm excited. I love a challenge. So we're going to give it all we got Saturday.
So other than the fact he has about 100% record, knockout record, for yourself, what should we expect to see from you on Saturday night if you haven't necessarily studied him?
You expect to see me go in there and work and if I fight a harder person, then I'll just fight harder. I'll just fight harder. So that's what I'm saying. I love a great challenge. Since the amateurs, every single time I've got a tougher opponent, I push myself to do harder and fight harder.
Knowing you're facing somebody who does have that knockout record, like you say, is it a fight where you may be a little bit more cautious if you haven't studied him? You won't maybe go looking for a stoppage victory yourself?
Yeah, but I'm always fighting cautious, if I'm being honest. Like the way I kind of fight has always been kind of cautious, but I always am looking for a knockout too. So.
Alexis, just get your thoughts on a couple of fights. Obviously, the headline fight on Saturday, Demetrius Andrade, Andrade-Williams. Your thoughts? How does it play out?
I think Purewal boxes him all night. I think he does. I can't even judge too much because I haven't seen too much of Williams. I do see that he's a rugged fighter though, but I do see Williams outboxing him.
Boo spoken about.
I do see Boo, my fault. Williams, my fault. I do see Andrade outboxing him.
Boo has spoken in the past about wanting to face Achalo, wanting to face Golovkin, Canelo, what have you, provided Saturday goes to plan for him. In your opinion, where does Demetrius match up against those other names?
I think Boo Boo's there or higher. I think Boo Boo's great, and I think he's been deserved those big fights just to prove himself, because he's there. He's better, or he's better.
And final one, in May we see Canelo Billy Joe Saunders, so it's around about 3 or 4 weeks away now. I think it's 3 weeks away. Your thoughts on that?
I think Billy Joe's gonna give Canelo a run for his money. I don't see Canelo losing. I don't, but I do see Billy Joe putting up a great show that night, because Billy Joe's a great boxer.
Is that, in your opinion, the style which is needed to overcome what many consider the pound-for-pound style in boxing?
What do you mean?
In Billy Joe's style, is that the type of style you feel is needed to defeat Canelo Alvarez?
Yeah, I do feel like you need to be Canelo. I do feel like you need to be a great boxer, be that slick as Billy Joe is.
Right, Alexis, I'll leave a final word to yourself. For everybody who will tune in on Saturday night, what would you like to say to them?
Tune in. It's going to be a great night. It's going to be a great night, and hopefully he comes super prepared. I'm super prepared, and I'm coming to win.
Alexis, I appreciate your time today. I'll speak to you again soon. Thank you for speaking to Boxing Social.
Thank you.
So.